wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Knight. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And remember, these 2 teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. 2nd down and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Here's a screen to Powell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's got this down to the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while, because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo dumps this one off to Mack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Second and 4. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous...
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, or things fall up, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Play fake. Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double touchdown!
Rondale Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run. Peterson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now Peterson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for more. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd down and goal. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Here's Landry.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Peterson. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. Touchdown, 49ers.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Landry. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Peterson. Peterson a 1st down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, Peterson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, if I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Peterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray has got it to Williams. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cards add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Prater for the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the 29, Garoppolo. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marco Wilson. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. To help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Ballard. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Prater's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Peterson, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Eluding the pressure right. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.